We usually start out our video talking about how we built an earth bag bedroom for each of our kids, but you already know that. But what you may not know is that Gary has a 5th child. Her name is Jocelyn from a previous marriage. You may have met her already. She's married and she has 2 beautiful daughters. They're not on many videos because they live out of state. Jocelyn gave me a call the other day and let us know that her and Paisley were going to come down for a visit. She made a request though that she could be a part of building something on her dad's shop. So we put our heads together and we decided one of the best projects is one of the 3 murals that is going to be on the end of the shop above the windows. Bree has been talking about it for a long time and she's going to really enjoy having her big sister here to help.
Stay tuned because we're going to be announcing the winner of the Break the Mold t-shirt that we are giving away in last episode, and we're going to be giving away an all new t-shirt. Jocelyn and Paisley were coming down for a visit and they wanted to participate in the shop build. And we want to do something special while you guys are here. I have 3 tile mosaics over the headers on the outside of the building for the 3 windows on that far side closest to the house. And we wanted each one to be something that's a tribute to Dad, something special that he loved. One that's a music one, a building one, and a family one. We asked you which ones you wanted to do.
Family.
For our first mural, I am super excited to have my sister Jocelyn and my niece Paisley with me.
Planned it out, drew out what we were gonna do.
The plan is very simple. We want to have a set of 16 people holding hands, and then we want to do a little tree in the center. We want to have some leaves, ground here, and a bunch of roots going into the ground. The symbolism here is, of course, our family tree. We want to have Dad on one side, Mom on the other, and the rest of the family going out in both directions. We need to find everything that we need to make this a reality. We went and we pulled all of our tiles out and looked at the different ones we had. Didn't have many. We had a lot of heart ones.
Yeah, we had several hearts, so we used those to in between the hands, like holding hands. And we had these round tiles that we ended up using for heads, and we just started laying them all out. And I'm like, I wonder how many of us there are. You know, the siblings and the grandkids. It ended up being 16, and that's exactly how many was on the board, with a few dots on the end. For
either side.
Future
expansion.
For expansion. We don't want to limit us to 16. So we had everybody pick out their color of their head. That was kind of fun.
And we want to do a tree because it's like a family tree.
Family tree. So
and then the roots.
Yep. You've got the flourishing tree at the top and then the roots at the bottom.
So we got all that sketched out. And we wanted it to be somewhat simple so that it could be seen from the ground.
Yes. Because if it's too intricate, you lose the picture.
And we've never done it before. I don't know. You haven't probably done it.
I haven't.
So we're making this up. We're experts now.
Oh yeah.
Tiles are a little expensive and we're a little thrifty. So
we're a lot thrifty.
Yes, and we wound up at this Goodwill and found a ton of different colors. We found everything we needed and more, and a little more, and came home.
These are all the dishes we got. We went to the, what are they, Goodwill bins or something?
Goodwill bins where you pay by weight, not by dish.
She threw a bunch in because it was kind of heavy, so she was very nice.
There are all these dishes.
And there's tons more even way back there. I don't know if you can see them.
The tiles that we got weren't actually tiles. They were plates and cups and dishes.
We need more pieces to still look like plates.
Yeah. Well, not for long. We're going to have a big smashing party.
A rage room.
A little rage room.
A little rage room.
That's going to be productive at the other end. We need pieces to Tetris this mosaic in place. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pre-prepared smash zone, conveniently already set up. We're pretty excited about this part. Okay, what do you want first?
I don't know. What should we pick?
If we do different colors, they'll be easier to spot.
Oh, so you think we should do different colors?
I think we should each have a different color.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, drop. Let's just keep going. Oh, that's how you do it. Let's get out of the danger zone, Paige. Actually. We gotta throw these harder.
What is happening right now? Did I just hear something break? Oh wait, not the mother. Oh my gosh! What is happening in here?
It's a rage room. Actually, it's productive rage. It's very
productive rain.
Oh no, my mother's dishes.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously, we had to have some fun. That was a blast.
Yeah, and sectioned out an area. We called it the splash zone.
More like a crash.
It was more like a crash zone. It seemed like the header was going to be super big.
It's long. It's 4.5 feet long, but it's only a foot tall.
We needed smaller tiles than we first anticipated.
Yeah.
So it sounded like a bunch of little miners going to town. Ting, 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 ting. Ting, ting, ting. How's it going?
It is going fabulously. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the pile gets very small very fast.
But it's going really good. We got the hang of it.
Yep.
Look at our pile.
Whoa.
The tiles worked together, which was interesting. Probably won't do that again.
We didn't separate it by color initially. We just kind of went gung-ho and had a smashing party.
Yeah.
Which was fine for putting it together, but, you know, when we had to go back and sort all the colors in.
You can get like a staple or something, and staple it to the board. Or...
a stapler. There was one in here. Great idea. We knew that we didn't want to glue down the tiles. We wanted to have them resting there so that we could move them around if we wanted.
We didn't want to glue as we went.
So we got this, I'm not sure what it's called. It's for drywall, and it's like the tape that's mesh that if you have two pieces of drywall, you mesh them together. And we found like stacks of it at the Goodwill bins. Yes. Jared's father had this idea. We put the sticky side up on our assembly board. It wasn't the official board. The sticky side was up, and then we just wrapped it around and around and around.
This is ridiculously difficult to hold up straight.
So that we could rest all of the pieces on the sticky side. Okay, so now that we have the official new canvas, we need to get our sketch onto that new meshy bit.
Yes. And it was just sticky enough that if you bumped the board, the tiles didn't go flying, and you could very easily remove and move them around. And
yeah, the stick was actually quite good.
Yeah, we measured it out. We cut out some of the white paper that we originally used to kind of trace to make sure we got the right sizes and dimensions, and that there was enough sky for, you know, room for the people, and that everything was visible. And we measured out how far apart all the people needed to be.
We decided to nix the sun. Yeah.
And the clouds. It just was too busy.
Yeah, it needed to be real simple.
The sun brings color, but we added that in those hearts that went in between the hands.
Getting those people
and
exactly,
remeasuring.
yeah, exactly where they should be.
And remeasuring.
Remeasuring and redoing it because it went this way
And
that way.
remeasuring it again.
Yeah.
We'd step back and go, something's not right. Okay, let's remeasure again. This can't be this hard.
Yeah, so now we've done all this prep. Then it was time to assemble it like a little puzzle piece.
And we love puzzles.
Yeah.
We all gathered around the table and everybody had their hand in assembling and finding spots for good tiles. And
yeah, it's kind of fun because you get to make a memory with the family as you're building the family.
It is really cool, isn't it? All coming together with you guys.
I can think back and be like, oh, Paisley did that part, and Mom did that part, Jocelyn did that part, Bryson did this part, I did that part. Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Super fun. So we've never done this before. We don't even know what to expect. We know the kind of idea what we want. But it seemed like every time we needed something that we maybe didn't even know we needed, it just showed up in absolute abundance. So like the mesh tape.
Yeah, we didn't even know we needed mesh tape until we saw it. That looks like something we might be able to use on this project.
And we have like 6 rolls. We'll be able to do like every single one with that mesh tape. Another thing is we had a lot of blues because we didn't have a lot of option for blues. And there was one color that we loved and we only had one of them. And we were like, oh, isn't that such a bummer? We learned through this process, it needs to be one color for each section.
I mean, we tried laying it out with several of the different blues. It just looked patchwork quilt.
You lost the people. The legs, they're easy to lose, you know?
Yeah, well, they are.
All of a sudden I know, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go check our trailer because I feel like we might have some blue mugs in there. And we had so many blue mugs.
We came out with just armloads of blue.
The same blue with the one mug that we found. Exact mug.
Same mug.
We have so much blue now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Lots of blue.
This is a Hardy Backer board that Jared just drilled a bunch of holes into. And now the scary part of fitting this onto this. But first we got to get thin set on. We have a very delicate process we're doing right now. After much discussion, we have decided we're going to go with a method of a dowel and duct tape.
And a tape
Like right in there.
up against that another one.
So now we have the assembled beautiful piece. It's not on the HardieBacker board. We probably could have done it, and that would have been easier to actually assemble it on the HardieBacker board.
We didn't have the HardieBacker board yet,
Yeah.
but now we have to transfer a billion bitty little tiles.
We talked a long time about how we were going to get this safe. We don't want to lose all the work. It's stuck, but I mean, like, come on. If you did this, it would just everywhere.
I had a long wooden dowel, and we just decided to tape up the edges, and then we rolled that dowel up, taped it, so it was nice and secure.
Which worked good.
All right, I would have taken a big bite out of this when I was a kid. Definitely something I would have fallen for.
So we got the thin set on there.
We must have done it like 6 times.
Oh my goodness. Finally decided
got
on
it.
a way.
This is round 2. Everyone wants to try.
Ooh,
Oh, I like that.
I really like that. Also, there's a bloop and a bloop and a bloop and a bloop and a bloop.
And a bloop.
I think Jocelyn has the magic touch. I think we're gonna go with this.
She's doing great.
Lots of loops. I think any of it's gonna work. I think we're just being a little bit too.
Picky.
Yeah.
Each one of those tiles are a good 1/4 inch thick. So we could put almost a 1/4 inch thick on the whole thing.
If you want it
Be
down
okay.
there, I can get it for you. But hands on deck for getting this on.
Do some hands on deck.
Let him hold the on the other side of him. Do I have it on right, guys?
I think so.
I keep sliding?
Okay, hang on, Brian. Let me get it over there.
We need to, we're sliding off.
We're sliding off this way. You guys need to move this direction.
Okay, we can straighten it. Let's just get it. Hey, Paisley? It would have been better to lift it, I think it's one piece, but
No,
Right, that's-
that was perfect.
Oh man, that's
That
nice.
would have been better. That was perfect. Get it set first where you want it.
I think that's pretty.
Are we happy?
I think that's pretty good, you guys.
We got it on there and we stuck it all in place. You don't know if they set until the next day.
Exactly. How many tiles fell off during the move?
None. We didn't even have to reassemble it.
Nothing.
No part of it had to be
It
reassembled.
was perfect. You know what though?
They adhering okay?
I actually think maybe they are. But you really gotta push every single tile down.
We can tilt it sideways tomorrow and see if any fall off, and they do. Put a little adhesive on there and
They're adjusting right now for where the screws are gonna go in.
Oh, you got it down. That seems good.
Jared pre-drilled all these holes so we would know where they are.
We need to put a little one right there too.
This one needs some smaller one.
just poke it through, and whatever tile comes up.
And then once these are in, these will sit flush.
We go to the hardware store. Grout is extremely confusing. After taking one back, we get this sanded premixed grout, and we thought this was gonna be super fast.
Yeah, we really thought it was gonna be fast.
I think it might have been the most tedious process of the whole thing.
A lot of mosaics, you've got flat tiles, different shapes, but they're all the same thickness. Ours were not the same thickness. So sometimes you have a tile that's hanging up above something else, and you've got to get the grout in that little area. It's not like you just plop it on and smear it around and you're good to go. You want to make sure the grout gets in all those nooks and crannies.
And I think if we had normal grout that just would have done its thing in there, it would have been no big
Maybe.
deal. But this grout was really sticky.
The issue is because they're such small tiles, when you go to wipe them away, they're just, look at this again, you know? And this stuff's like really strange. It's just, it clings to you.
Oh, have you tried like vinegar or anything like that?
You can try. It doesn't actually clean much, you know?
Looks beautiful. Wow.
So I think we still have little pieces
Oh
of
yeah,
grout on us.
I've still got
Like
grout.
we painted something. What that never happens with grout. It wasn't coming clean, and not just like the haze that we all know and love about grout. There was something else going on. there.
Yeah.
A little sticky.
We went through a lot of Q-tip.
And Goo Gone.
Goo Gone. Who would have
It
thought
worked really
Goo Gone would work really well cleaning off all those tiles?
But we did.
And it turned out great.
Turned out amazing. Mom and you got in there. I was cooking dinner, so I was like, see you.
Which was
But I fed
delicious,
you.
by the way.
Thank you.
So we went ahead and picked out a white grout to do the whole background with. We wanted it to have more color. Mom's idea. Paver stain.
She had all 3 colors.
I could not believe how far that stuff went.
Gosh, it went so far.
Just drops covered the whole thing. It was beautiful. So we sat there last night and we used paint brushes and we painted all the grouts. We did 2 coats of green and then we did 1 coat of brown, 1 coat of blue.
So they got some green stain they did there, blue stain behind that grout, and brown stain behind there, huh?
Yeah. Never seen the tiles with stain behind them. I actually like that.
It really helps these guys just stand out.
It's exactly what we wanted.
Exactly what
Oh, and it's so much easier because I was thinking, how are you going to get 2 different color grouts? It would have been another level of challenge, but this was so much easier, and it also seals it as well.
So it's already sealed.
Yeah, it turned out good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is awesome.
You just want to keep looking and looking. It's funny, painting the grout allowed the different colors to have their day.
That looks so good.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's incredible.
Is that going on the front, over the front door when you walk into the shop?
No, it's going to be in the middle over there, over the middle window.
No, on the back side, right? On the inside or outside? Or
window.
where the rock goes over the windows?
It's actually reflectively and sparkly.
It's all done.
It's gorgeous.
For today.
I'm amazed that we got it done in 2 days. It's gorgeous.
It looks so good.
It's hard to see when you're working on it, the beauty of the mosaic, because you're up close. But that's the beauty about a mosaic, is you step away from it.
That's kind of like when you're working on your face, you're so focused on all the little hairs. And then you step away and look at it, you're like, whoa, that looks wrong.
You just have to squint. You have to squint to make it look.
We propped it up and we all stepped away and we were just like
Blown away.
yeah, it was even better than I ever could have imagined.
Yeah.
The wholesome and special symbolism of everything, and each one of us holding hands with the hearts connected at the heart. And
Oh, I love that. Connected at the heart.
and we could not have done it without Jared and Bryson. They were like support team. Bryson was in there actually doing something. You like did all of the cutting.
There's a couple different significances with the bodies of the people. If you'll notice really close, if you look at Dad, he's got this, we call it his light body, but he's got like this crackled tile that's just illuminating. It is really cool.
Yeah.
So Dad has his light body, which I think is fantastic. I love it.
Of course, the short tiles are all the kiddos.
The littles, and then we have the bigs.
Garen's littles.
So we have like all of the siblings and their spouses right next to Dad, and then all of the grands at the end.
I haven't seen the stained grout. That really made the picture just pop.
You know that when you're done with something and you want to do more, you enjoyed it.
But we did find one really cool piece.
We can talk about it. Yeah.
Really?
You found a hammer.
Hammer!
Yeah.
It was like a glass blown hammer, like
Yeah.
full size normal hammer. I picked it up and I said, "Hey Bryson, it's your new tool." And he's like, Using that on the construction.
Yeah.
The construction mosaic.
So thank you so much for coming down and be a part
Oh my
of this.
gosh,
Made it,
it was
so much more special.
So much fun.
So thank
it's
you.
an
And
awesome
Paisley
spring
too.
break. It
Good
was a
memories.
lot of fun.
Love you.
Safe travels.
Love you. We had so many wonderful people submit to win this Break the Mold t-shirt by working in Break the Mold into their comment, and oh my goodness, you are so clever. We enjoyed reading every single one. So thank you so much for participating with your clever comments. The winner of the Break the Mold t-shirt is Grandma_NC. Thank you so much, and hey, congratulations. We'll get this off to you as soon as we can. This episode, we are giving away this Level Up t-shirt. It is a gray extra large. If you would like to enter to win this Level Up t-shirt, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below working in Level Up into your comment. Speaking of t-shirts, we have an all new design that just hit the shop. Family, connected by the heart. If you'd like to get this on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, handbag, or a myriad of other products that we offer, feel free to check out our My Little Homestead shop page, link in the description. We also have a 20% off sale now through the 28th, so if you'd like to take advantage of that, now's your chance. In between our episodes, we have been having a lot of fun putting out shorts. We don't send them to subscribers, but there is a chance that you might be getting them or you might not. If you want want a for sure way to get the links to those shorts when they come out, you can check out our Patreon page. We like to post them all there. So if you like notifications, that's an easy way to do it. It's free to join our Patreon. You can contribute as well if you'd like, but it is a free resource if you would like to do that. If you enjoyed our video, consider liking and subscribing or following. If you really enjoyed it, share it with a friend and tag us on social media. Our links are down below. We want to give a special thank you to our Patreon and local supporters. You help keep our content coming. Before you go, drop a comment. We love to hear from you. Thanks, and God bless.
Powder our noses. Where's our powder crew?
You found a dowel in your truck.
Well, I got it at the Goodwill bins.
Okay, more of course.
This is how it really happened.